What about Philly? What about Philly and the Chargers?
Um, one of the all-time worst performances by anybody in the National Football League. Um,
Who, Jalen Hurts?
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
yeah. I was just making sure. I was making sure you were talking about Jalen Hurts. But
no, yeah,
Jalen
no,
Hurts,
like quite honestly, one of the worst games ever, and that's on the back of having every opportunity to be in that game. To not only did he have one of the worst games ever, the game went to overtime. They could have put that game away in at any point in that. All they needed was a few good drives, and that game's over. Couldn't get it done in overtime. Four picks. One of them, first one really
horrible.
bad, then fumbled it, which I don't really count that fumble. If Isaiah Likely doesn't have possession in the end zone, Jalen Hurts did not have possession of that fumble that he fumbled. He didn't make a football move,
I
and he didn't take two steps. So
either way, he didn't recover it.
no, he did not.
Fuck it, whatever. Here's my thing: Jalen Hurts, like every two things with that performance, and them making it making it an overtime game says so much worse about the Chargers
Oh, for sure.
and good about Philly as a team.
Yeah.
Um, because I mean, you look at like this is like it's so weird. The Eagles are so fucking weird. Like, because this is the second game of this season where Saquon rushes for over 100.
Yeah.
The Eagles figure out a way to, their defense obviously holds the Chargers to enough to where they make it to overtime, even though Jalen Hurts has like what, 5 turnovers, 6 turnovers,
He had five.
5 turnovers,
Yeah.
5 turnovers. I guess technically six. I guess he technically fumbled twice, but 5 turnovers.
Yeah.
Um, I it does make the rest of the Eagles team look good. It makes the Chargers as a whole look, pretty sorry, even though they
Like
were, able to win that football game. I still don't have faith in them.
no. Like you
It's
should
like
like
Jalen
it
Hurts.
was like when what's his name? Um Jared Goff threw 4 or 5 picks against the Texans and the Lions still won. Like you should not be able to play that bad and still win.
Yeah.
And yes, that says something good about your team and something bad about the team that you're playing. To have the ball put
And
in your hands that many times and to still suck.
and call me crazy, but it's like, damn, I completely forgot where I was going with that. The 4 interceptions. Okay, nope, got it. Boom, we're back. Call me crazy, but like I don't even think Jalen Hurts. It's not that he needed a good performance. He just needed to play less bad.
All he
Like
had to do was
just
play
a
less
little
bad.
less bad than he did. Do a little less bad. Like you could have still played like shit.
Yeah.
You could have thrown maybe 3 picks,
Yeah.
2 or 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
You probably would have won that football game.
Yeah. The
Um,
the
so like,
epitome of that game was it was after Jalen Hurts' first pick. Jalen Hurts, or no, after his second pick, he throws a pick, a bad pick too, and then immediately 1 to 2 plays later, Justin Herbert throws a pick, and it's like you zero ability to capitalize on every mistake that Philly's made. Philly then doesn't capitalize on the mistakes that they are recovering from, and the Chargers suck. There's a play where both of their receivers got jammed at the line. It was Quentin Johnson and Keenan Allen, and they both got jammed and ran into each other.
uh,
And Herbert's just out there with his
like
head cut off.
I would say that this game, in the long run, showed that if this Philly team shows up with Jalen Hurts having his shit together,
They're a
they're a
good team.
problem. This is that Philly team that showed up in the second half versus the Rams.
Yes.
When they came back versus the Rams down 21, it was that Philly team
10
right
weeks
there.
ago.
Um, if that Philly team shows up though, but I'm saying the fact that pretty much everybody showed up but Jalen Hurts,
Yeah.
if we're in a world where it's like, all right, if Jalen just got to get his shit together now and throw half the amount of interceptions he threw this week, we might have a shot. Because, and the fact is, it's not even because they're going to be that good. It's because the rest of the league ain't that good.
Exactly. Like this Philly team compared to the league last year is getting smoked. But this year, it's a real shot.
I mean, where was I just wonder like where Saquon was in terms of like yards last year at this time.
What week is it? 14?
We're going into week 15. This is week 14
so
just passed.
Through 14 weeks, I'm gonna say that he had at least 1,500 yards. Probably no
I'm not
more.
even going to
I would
fact
say
check you, but probably.
I would probably say 1,700. 16, 17.
Probably because he sat the final game, correct?
He sat the final game. Maybe 1,800. How many yards does he have right now?
Like probably 1,000 less.
Probably. He might not hit 1,000 yards this year.
Like probably.
I don't.
Again, no, I was going to say
outside of Adrian Peterson's kerfuffle after 2012, I'm not sure if anyone has ran for 2,000 and then less than 1,000 the next year.
Less than 1,000 next. Terrell Davis.
TD had like 250 yards.
He had the worst fall off possible.
And then
he went 2,000 to 400.
Yeah.
So he definitely had the harder fall off. But I'm just saying, like Saquon, he'll hit 2,000 this year. Because Philly's going to have to play all year. They're not going to get the take off the last week. And this game is going to probably help him get over 2,000 or 1,000 because before this game, I was looking and I was like, damn, he might not. And then right after, I was like, all right, he ran for a cool like one. Fuck, what did he run for? I don't remember what he ran for, but he ran for enough that made me go, all right, he's probably going to crack 1,000.
Yeah.
Like, if he doesn't crack 1,000, it's a huge problem.
I mean, there's
worse than what
already a
you've
huge
seen.
problem.
Type of problem.
There's already a huge problem in his lack of production.
No, but like even worse. Like let me. I want to say he's in the either high 700s or 800. 862. He has 862 yards. So he's going to crack 1,000 yards. But I want to say he ran for about $140 this game.
Okay.
And he has not done that.
At all.
He ran for 122. He ran for 122 yards. So, I didn't really see that coming. The way he's been running, I was going to be shocked if he cracked 60.
Doesn't he have more games? He's way more games under 60.
Yeah, definitely has more games under 60. Well, if we look at it, 122, 56, 22, 83, 60, 150, 44, 58, 30, 43, 46, 88, 60.
Terrible.
So nothing impressive.
0.
But I guess moving on from that horrible performance. 4 interceptions, 21 of 40. I don't want to overreact, but like there are some people we know who are very hard on Jalen Hurts, who right after this game called me and said, "I fucking told you, Jalen Hurts sucks. He's overrated." They said that Kyler Murray was better than Jalen Hurts, and that's when I had to pump the brakes.
I don't believe
go.
it,
All right, let's relax. But I mean, you take out last season. Fuck it. Don't even take out last season. Look at last season real hard. And then look at every week Jalen Hurts has played. And the more and more he plays, the more and more last year seems a lot like an anomaly.
Last year seems like an anomaly for this entire Philly offense. You had 2 receivers over 1,000. You had a running back over 2,000. You had a quarterback who didn't turn the ball over much. Threw the ball pretty well. Used his legs okay.
Like
had some rushing touchdowns from tush pushes, but they were at least in positions to use the tush push in a meaningful fashion. They're not anymore.
You know what's fucking hilarious? So, Eagles lose.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts doesn't perform well. But guess who had 100 yards and isn't complaining on Instagram?
A.J. Brown.
A.J. motherfucking Brown. 6 receptions, 100 yards. So he's not complaining.
100.
He didn't make a single tweet, post, whatever. which is absolutely hilarious. I really hope he leaves the Eagles and just goes somewhere else to just sit and rack up stats, because we don't like. If I'm an Eagles fan, it's so hard to appreciate AJ Brown. Like, yes, you like it. Here, you know what? Fuck that. If if the Ravens won a Super Bowl this year or next year or whenever, and then Zay Flowers turned around and started bitching every time we won but got 2 targets and was fine with us losing but had 100 yards, thank you for your service when you were a team player, but
Yep.
you can walk
You're good.
now.
Yep.
Like, your head is too big.
Yep.
And the thing is, you were pulling the same shit. Because here's the difference. I don't know if I'd even feel that way, because AJ Brown was pulling the same shit last year.
He was sitting on the sideline with a book.
This would be a
If I'm
situation
the
where
head
I would have to
coach,
be okay
if
as a
I'm Nick
Ravens fan.
Sirianni, I'm walking over there and I'm taking his book and I'm throwing it away. You don't read on the fucking sidelines. You pay attention.
Well, no, Nick Sirianni would rather bitch out a fan and then bring his kids to like take off all the heat during a post conference.
For sure.
But he's not worried about being an actual like disciplinary coach, because AJ Brown can say or do whatever he wants, and then really nothing happens. Like,
No.
It makes me just wonder, like, what would Buffalo do? Buffalo, all right, you want to miss this, and actually no, they let Diggs walk. I'd say maybe letting Diggs walk is, maybe a sign of how they how they feel about how they're letting receivers act. But I'm saying there's no world where John Harbaugh is gonna be okay with that. I don't care how bad of a coach you think he is. He's not gonna be okay with some receiver acting like that on the sideline, because it ain't about
also,
you.
He would never.
We got a guy who ran for 2K last year.
He would never be in the position to have a receiver who would bitch like that.
True. And at the same time, it's like, I don't know how much it says about your quarterback, but regardless of how low the production is from the Ravens receivers, when Lamar Jackson's our quarterback, they ain't complaining.
No, hell no. I've never seen Rashad Bateman like, yo, I ain't getting the ball enough. It's like, well, we know why you're not getting the ball enough, because you're not fucking open, because you're a scrub bum. That's why.
Yeah, like the only person slamming their helmet is Lamar. I don't see Zay and Mark Andrews like, fuck, bro, like I was open. Like,
no.
They know. They know. But I don't even know how to turn into a Ravens conversation. The Eagles, they shit the bed. I don't really know how I feel about Jalen Hurts after this performance. But like I said, the Eagles team coming together, bringing that game into overtime. If Jalen Hurts can get his shit together, they're battling the NFC in the playoffs again. Simple as that. They're a problem.
Instead,
again.
the Chargers are going to be competing to win the AFC West.
Yeah, the Chargers are probably gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna be making the playoffs.
Which they do not deserve to.
If I could buy in, I just wish I could buy into these teams. We're
gonna have to.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna have to buy into teams. Like right now, obviously, my NFC team is the Rams.
Hell.
My NFC team is the Rams. And to be completely honest with you, I don't even have an AFC team, because fuck the AFC. I'm a Ravens fan. I'm not picking an AFC team. My team is the Rams. I want to see the Rams go all the way. That's my call. That's my team in the playoffs. I'm not gonna fucking throw on Rams gear, but I'm saying that's Devontae Adams, Puka, Matthew Stafford. That offense is ridiculous. And you got Blake Corum. For Kyron Williams. Well, all right, well, fuck it. We'll throw Blake Corum out there and he'll run for 100. That Rams team is just disgusting. But moving on, you have we got Seattle beating the brakes off of Atlanta.